Those who are listening to affirmations for the first time are undoubtedly going to make these mistakes. Heck, even if it's not your first time, you're more than likely going to trip up over the obvious. The first mistake being listening to affirmations that are too quiet. Now, in the affirmation community, these types of affirmations are often quite sought out. The premise is that whilst you're listening to an affirmation meditation, that they're so quiet, in fact, that whilst you're sleeping, they're able to reach your subconscious mind more effectively. Now, I'll talk as to why it's often advised to listen to affirmations whilst you're asleep in a moment. But first, let's just talk about the issue with quiet affirmations. When the affirmations are quiet, you can't understand them. It's so important for you to be able to understand what's being said to you. For your brain to be able to comprehend the words within the affirmation and then either accept it or reject it downright. Okay, now why would your brain reject it? Let's say you hear an affirmation such as, you're feeling confident. But on that particular day, you're not feeling so confident. Well, then your feelings are going to suggest to you that that's not true. It's not truthful to your experience. And so you're less likely going to believe it. All right. Now, the reason as to why they suggest to listen to affirmations at nighttime is because when you're tired, you're too exhausted to second guess what it is that you're hearing. Matter of fact, there are some cults out there whose entire model on being able to control their subjects centers around sleep deprivation. One in particular that I'm thinking of at the moment is one whereby which if you do not excel within your spiritual practice, they'll actually prevent you from getting at least 3 days sleep before you're allowed to even study from the teacher or from the leader within that particular cult. And to make matters worse, not only are they primed to just mindlessly listening to whatever the leader of the cult is saying, but they're also shut off from the outside world within their own compound. And so it's a literal entrainment camp. I am sure that there have been some other organizations out there that have used sleep deprivation in order to manipulate their subjects. And so sleep deprivation, depending on how little sleep you've had, will determine as to how suggestible you'll be to accepting a belief, a affirmation, affirming information. The thing is that although I've just mentioned it from a very dark perspective, getting over the analytical mind is actually something that's quite sought out within the spiritual community. And because of this, there are other methods that will allow you to get over that questioning mind so that you can better accept an affirmation. For example, staring at a candle flame for no longer than 15 minutes will allow you to shut down the region of the brain that is responsible for analytical thinking, making you wide open to suggestibility. You won't question a thing. And so doing it at least 10 to 20 to 30 minutes before your affirmation exercise is often a very good place to start. And of course, this means that you don't have to be very, very tired. So you could do it in the beginning of the day and even the afternoon. The second mistake that a lot of individuals are still making, even if they've been listening to affirmations for years, is that they're not writing their own affirmations. They're seeking to the internet in order to find ideas. And the problem with this is let's say you're hearing an affirmation from either a guided meditation and or a forum that says you are loved. If you don't believe that, then again, your analytical mind is going to pop straight back up and it's going to prevent you from accepting that belief. Whereas if you were to personalize your own affirmation, if you were to say, I've been loved within the past, and therefore I am worthy of love, that's way more accepting to the subconscious mind. Matter of fact, if you feel as if that affirmation felt more right to you, then it's because your subconscious mind has accepted it. Your subconscious mind is able to communicate to you by way of your feelings, okay? And it's for this reason that once you've accepted an affirmation, you're able to put energy in motion. You're able to change your behaviors, emotion. You see, and so if you're feeling good about something that you've heard, you're more likely going to act on what it is that you've just heard, right? So if you're saying things to yourself like, I am confident and it's not working, you need to get past the analytical mind. So instead, personalize it to, I've been confident within the past, and so I'm sure I can be confident again. That will literally make you feel confident. And then you'll find yourself being confident whenever you're speaking to a group of people, or you're presenting a presentation, or speaking to someone that often makes you quite nervous. You see? The magic is in the spelling, it's in the wordplay, and that is how you will cast a spell on your mind. Okay, and so write out your own affirmations so that you can personalize them. And if you're having a hard time taking the most common affirmations and switching them around, then click on this video here where I take the top most popular affirmations and I alter them like I have in the ones in this video so that they're more suggestible to the person using them. And I'll speak to you all pretty soon. Take care. Peace.